Yo, what's going on, guys? And DeMar DeRozan is allegedly seeking to stay in Chicago. The offer's good enough is what they're saying. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you think of our man DeMar DeRozan staying in Chicago? Let's read the report real quick. So basically what we're hearing is, I got dual monitor going over here, is that DeMar DeRozan would like to stay with the Bulls. The offer is good enough. All right, specifically the Chicago Bulls are being told or being communicated between him and his agent that Chicago would like to sign the veteran wing to an extension. DeRozan's reportedly open, provided that the offer is good enough, and supposedly the communication is that the offer is going that direction. And in his 3 seasons, DeMar DeRozan has arguably been the best player on this team. He's stayed the most healthy. He's averaged 25 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds in his Chicago tenure. He's made all-star teams in 22, 23, and was all-NBA second team in 22. So for me, I mean, this makes a lot of sense that you want to keep DeMar DeRozan. And at this point, DeMar DeRozan, like, who is he? What type of guy is he? I think he has more value in Chicago than he would have in other places. Obviously, he's an LA kid, so he's always going to be connected to LA, that he's one day going to go back to LA. But he's an insanely consistent scorer, Olympic, World Cup gold medalist, 6-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA. You don't really get many of those. He's basically the greatest mid-range shooter, arguably, of our generation, if not of all time. And he doesn't really shoot threes anymore. And the thing is, he's still explosive driving the rim. He's a great passer, elite passer, and he's become one of the more clutch players in the NBA. And the crazy thing is I know DeMar DeRozan does take threes, okay? DeMar DeRozan does take threes. He's shooting at 34%. But in the era that we live, if he was a different player, he would take way more threes. It's just indicative to this era. He takes 2.8 threes, which is the most in his Chicago tenure. In other years, he was taking 2 threes. And then in San Antonio, he just was not shooting threes. San Antonio, he said goodbye 3-pointer and just didn't take them. And when he came to Chicago, he's like become like just a below average 3-point shooter. So, I mean, I'm still a fan of his, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts of Mr. Yes, DeMar DeRozan. Do you like that he's going to stay, or do you think you guys should have traded him? I mean, I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I understand the thought process that, hey, we should probably cash in our chips, and you don't want to be the ones who are caught holding the bag when push comes to shove. I do understand the worry that you guys won't be able to benefit from if you do have to trade him eventually. I get that.